Hello everybody, Frouwo here, bringing you game number 1 of CIS Carnage 2014 Relax PR. This will be the winners finals, I believe. Yeah, winners finals as Relax and both Power Rangers both being another round of 4 in a pretty impressive fashion. Relax 2-1 over Virtus Pro, I believe, and Power Rangers 2-0 over Empire. So well done to both teams, and the winner of this goes right into the grand finals match. Losers, of course, go straight in the grand losers finals and has a chance to fight their way back up. But we're gonna hop right in the draft right now. So on the side of Relax, we have the Invoker, the Alchemist, the OD, and the Bristleback band out thus far. For Power Rangers, we have the Enchantress, the Slark, Nature's Prophet, as well as the Rubik band out. And Relax as far has picked up the Luna, the Visage, the Clockwork, and the Abaddon. Power Rangers has picked up the Venomancer, the Crystal Maid, and the Bane. So Relax picking up their carry very early on. Luna she's an impressive carry and certainly can allow for the late game advantage as we saw yesterday. But Abaddon and Clockwork, two other great heroes. I'm not sure if Relax is run Abaddon as often as other teams, but it really helps with the push kind of sort of oriented lineup. But of course, more Relax seems to be oriented towards is a ganking sort of lineup, as they have one spot left, and it's, I believe, going to be their solo middle hero. As now Power Rangers pick up the Lifestealer, so Lifestealer, he's pretty good. If he counterpicked, they picked the Bane on his team as well, so they're going to make sure that he doesn't get counterpicked with the Bane. But Relax already has their 2 supports, so it's not likely that would have happened. As Relax picks up the Doom and or bans up the Doom rather, Power Rangers bans up the Puck. So both teams now completed with their banning phase and now looking to pick up their last heroes. As far as Power Rangers drafts go, it's pretty interesting to see what could typically be called 3 supports as their first 3 pickups. So I'm not sure if they're going to pick up Lifestealer, like if it's going to be a 4 Protect 1 strat, because it really, as a Lifestealer, you don't want to do a 4 Protect 1 strat. It's a hero that does scale decently into the late game, but like you can shoot down the support, like the heroes 1 by 1 on a Lifestealer, and then in the meantime just kills the entire team. So it's more of a mid-game centric ganking hero that can do a lot in team fights, but usually after his rage wears out, he is pretty dead. Stuns and all that sort of stuff start going on him, and he chains stun to death and dies. But the rage still is pretty good. You don't have to build a BKB. Pretty overpowered. Not overpowered is the word I should use it. Pretty good skill, Rages. But then the Venomancer, not sure what the goal is with that pick. I mean, it's sort of an area denial, sort of maybe push hero. But Power Rangers really hasn't drafted any other sort of push. And, I don't know. As Storm Spirit's now the last pickup for Relax. So could have been denying that from Power Rangers as the Lifestealer bomb is certainly something that's potent, and Power Rangers did ban out the Puck in the meantime, so Power Rangers could have been drafted here, or out-drafted here, because they may have been banking on that Storm Spirit pickup. Nope, gonna go with the Shadow Fiend mid, so we're gonna see Power Rangers playing the Shadow Fiend mid. So gonna have an interesting lineup for Power Rangers. It's going to be CT on the Venomancer. So Venomancer is going to be playing the offlane, it seems, as J4 and FNG going to be on the support. And waiting on one last pickup from Relax, and we'll hop in the game and I'll work on the player introductions. But it's really interesting draft for both teams. Shadow Fiend's going to have a tough time early on, and is really going to have to make sure he gets that BKB early. The Clockwork even then can still go through BKB with his hook, and the hook will cancel that ultimate I've seen before. So Shackle may have to play a bit out of his mind this game and make sure to shut down ZXC. And yeah. So, and in the game now, of course, with the pause as we get every game, and now do some team introductions. We will have TMW on the side of Relax playing the Storm Spirit. Shackler will be playing the Clockwork. Valerie will be playing the Abaddon. We'll have Nexus on the Luna and Dread on the Visage. So Relax's lineup. And now for Power Rangers, we will have ZXC on the Soul Mid Shadow Fiend. We'll have CT on the Venomancer. We will have Illidan, I believe that is, on the Life Stealer. J4 are going to be playing for PR, and the Bane. FNG going to be playing that. I almost didn't see him. I didn't think he was anywhere else, but FNG, of course, going to be on the Bane. So it's a really interesting lineup from PR. Mainly just the Venomancer pickup combined with a Bane and a Crystal Maiden. I'm not sure like if it's going to be a tri-core sort of lineup and they're going to get a lot of farm on the Venomancer, but who knows? As now game about to kick off. We will see our lanes unfold. For all I know, actually, the Venomancer could be going into the woods, but it is picking up one clarity, boots, tangos, wards, and a borrowed tango, or shared tango rather. So yeah, gonna be headed to the top lane. So could just see solo off lane Venomancer, and that more or less will just be to supposedly stop the push, so they don't get an early tower. I'm not sure how much that is worth drafting into, but I'm not gonna argue here, as they are the professionals. So we'll just see how it turns out in the match. So we're going to have an offensive trying out of Relax, it seems. Going to have the Abaddon and Visage. Yeah, Abaddon and Visage are likely going to rotate up there, but Abaddon going to give the word to Clockwork, maybe? No, 2 dual lanes, okay. So no trialing in this game. Trialing meta is kind of... What was that? Someone just tried teleporting to the base. Hey, Illidan now, scanning at the bottom room.
The battle begins.
Gonna find a regen, just probably gonna deny that. No need for it. Fix it up, but whatever. Now Shackle actually gonna rotate down to the bottom lane, so Relax changing their mind at the last moment. Shackle may miss some of this other experience, but it's not gonna be a big deal, as likely he will be zoned out anyway. Just not going to be able to get the block off, though, early with the cogs if he usually does that. And I do believe he does, so... Oh, this is a dirty, dirty strat. So we're going to have 2 dual lanes on the side of PR and the solo lane of Venomancer. As now Dread coming in. Grave Chill onto him, and FNG going to make it out. Going to have to pop some regen there to make sure to regen up. But TMW is enfeebled up here, so his last thing in the mid lane is going to be pretty difficult. In this... Shadow Fiend's gonna get a pretty decent start. Doesn't have any last hits just yet, but now it seems Dread will be rotating the mid lane, so it will be dual lane mid. And certainly something really a breath of fresh air in my opinion is these sort of strats. As I should open up the last hits denies. It's 1 minute in now, and it's gonna be really important for this Shadow Fiend to get as many last hits as he can in this order, the early portion of the game. So now Bane leaving the lane and rotating bottom, it seems. Not just maybe dewarding. And CT may be in a bit of trouble here. The rotation from Dread comes out now. Grave Chill, CT. No Gale on him, and gonna fall here. So indeed, Luna gets the first blood there. Even her support's making sure she gets it, and that's gonna be a great start for her for sure. Already picking up boots. And now Shackle, maybe the subject of some aggression here from FNG and standin, or Illidan. I just wish I could label the people myself. I gotta use these goofy names like standin I. As it now at the mid lane. Return to the normal solo mid kind of thing. 7 last hits, set 3 denies on the Shadow Fiend, so it's lasting up very well here in this early portion of the game. Almost has max souls for level 1, and gonna probably have him by the time he gets to level 2 of the Necromastery. As Nothing just yet on him. He might be working towards a bottle. It's probably the best decision for him. Then likely into treads or skipping treads right into a BKB. But the treads really going to provide some early survivability if he does choose to get them. As a rune, not going to be either in either spot. So Jackalow just likely trying to sap him some experience from this large camp and the creeps that are being killed. But not going to be in range. FNG rotating in, making sure he's going to walk out of there. That's now CT, could be in trouble once again. Lucent Beam and Grave Chill now on CT. CT. Gonna fall here. Again, not a very good offlane hero. CT is a decent offlaner, just why Venomancer? You have no escape mechanism and you're just playing too far ahead in the lane. Like, if you pick something like a Clockwork, as Relax have done here, you have the ability to escape with the cogs, and you have the battery assault if someone decides to chase, and at that point it's just, they can't chase you. It's your escape mechanism. And if you gale someone on Venomancer, yeah, they're slowed for a period of time, but he didn't go gale one, he rather just went for wards. Trying to contest poles, it seems, but these wards will die in like 4 hits? 3 hits, nah, 4 hits from most of the heroes. SJ4 now rotating mid. Storm Spirit not level 6 yet, so I ain't gonna be able to ball laning out of there. And Visage getting another kill on the Venomancer top. At this point, it's just feeding. I'm still not sure what this Venomancer pick was to accomplish. As mid lane, we have some aggression on the TMW. TMW gonna die to one last long range raise from ZXC. So ZXC playing that out well there as Crystal Maiden and the Bane are rotated in. So almost missing 2 kills there, but Storm Spirit going down, that's not what you want. Storm Spirit did not hit level 6 in time, so the Shadow Fiend certainly getting a good start in the mid lane. Double damage on him now, so he will hit his capsules for sure, but I believe 20 is, yes, the cap for his level. So I want to get a quick level 5 here now on him and get that level 6 Necromastery. He's now Shackle. Illidan still duking out on the bottom lane. As Illidan farming up very well now, can lose some of his mana and life there from the cogs, but still has enough for rage, so he's going to be fine in that end. Luna just below him on last hits, but Luna seems to be going for a Midas build possibly. Has 1800 gold, as now mid lane looks to be the sort of some contest as CT and F God rotate and Dread. A Nightmare up here. Grave Chill on the F God. Dread now slowed by the Poison Sting and gonna die to one last raise from ZXC. ZXC on point with these raises thus far. On to Relax, so another kill for him in the mid lane as he does pick up the early treads for that survivability. And now Necromancy level 3. Gonna look to top up the souls once again, but certainly right clicking already very, very well. Really double the damage he is sitting on base wise. As it's what, a good 117 last hit or right click damage right now. It just proves that you really got to make sure to shut down the Shadow Fiend in the mid lane as he just starts lasting like a truck very, very early on. As he now picks up the treads and Nexus. Just gonna go for straight treads as well. All that money not gonna go towards an early Midas, as now Valerie and Dread gonna rotate up and kill Venomancer once again, smoked up, and this is surely a dead Venomancer. No, gonna juke around, and CT may make it out of here alive unless the Storm Spirit rotates. And chase is on. And some beam out from Luna, and rotation down from Storm Spirit, gonna get the kill for sure now. CT indeed does fall to Luna, so Luna getting 2 kills on this top lane, 2 assists. Getting lots of food from this Venomancer as she does now have 800 gold and zip from Storm Spirit. Just had regen, want to get back to lane a bit quicker. But I guess the unsung hero for Relax at this point is Shacklow. He has not fed on the bottom lane. Hasn't been able to deny lifesteal that much, but still able to sit on level 5 as Venomancer is only level 4. So Shacklow doing pretty well compared to CT at least. But I mean, hero-wise, no surprise there. Venomancer not a very good offlaner compared to Clockwork. Clockwork, a tried and true offlaner, tested very many times throughout the meta, and just really has the ability to grab some early experience and always make sure you can get to the lane with ease. So now Lord gonna take some damage, but ZXC now slowed up. Now Storm Spirit, Vortex in, but Dread Hammer gonna fall here. Raise from no, not just yet. Last raise from ZXC gonna finish him off, and another kill in the mid lane for ZXC with the raises. So ZXC showing off his Shadow Fiend play that we really haven't seen at all in this tournament just yet. And ZXC going to start working towards the BKB as he needs to, most likely. Storm Spirit likely will be able to zip onto him later if the Bane is not there. Should the Bane be dead, that Storm Spirit could probably get a kill on the Shadow Fiend, but yeah. It's not Shacklo too far from this bottom lane. Lifestealer, for the time being, zoned a bit out as I do believe Salutation in from Valerie. So there, I believe, just picked up a teleport scroll. And Valerie's going to soak up some experience down here. Shacklo now level 6, so it could start looking to rotate for some ganks. Of course, the Shadow Fiend will certainly be the subject of them for the next couple minutes. But is sitting on 1100 health with the Tread Set on Strength and a Ogre Club, so already sitting pretty with that much life. May not be too worried about dying here. It may take all of her life to try and take him down. CMW just farming up in the mid lane, has an Invis Rune in his bottle, but no rotations really out of him just yet. Just got the Venomancer kill as Venomancer was trying to escape a very goofy way. And Panzer now it's making a slow push on the tower, it seems. Or we're just trying to farm up one or the other. Shacklo taking some right clicks from Illidan. Illidan, of course, going to the Midas and also has an Orb of Venom here. Shacklo going to eat a lot of damage from that. And boy, Shacklo getting very low, but Illidan not going to go on it just yet as Valerie is back there. It does have the Aphotic Shield, does have the Mistcoil to heal him up in case he does get low. Now a Fatal Shield put on him, and Illidan just going to back off the slightest bit and can go to the woods, of course, to farm up as he can manage that very well. And now TMW has the inversion popped. They're looking for a kill here. Gonna find J4. J4 now. May fall here. Vortex in and zip from TMW. No right clicks from him now and zip. Right click, zip, and dead. Tim's just gonna teleport out now as Illidan not gonna be able to kill him in time. And now Shacklo as well as Valerie in trouble. Shacklo not gonna get the cogs off in time before he's nightmared up. And a Aphotic Shield put on him, but pops instantly, and cogs down now, and Valerie maybe it's point of some aggression here. Not getting level 6 ultimate, so may regret that now as he is falling very quickly. Maybe look to have denied himself there, but didn't work out. Mistcoil was mistimed. Even FNG asking, what about the ultimate? I assume.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Well, that does have a very strong ult. I'm not sure why he would skill level 6, but
Radiant's top tower is under
may have got him out of that sticky situation. So now rotation in from Bad. Zip in from Storm onto ZXC. They want to get a kill on ZXC here. Great Chill Soul Assumption and all from ZXC. Not going to be a double ult, just going to trigger once as the death usually does. And ZXC finally going down there, ending his killing spree. So Dread as well as Valerie, you're trading in for that, and certainly worth it as you don't want that Shadow Fiend to get too out of control. So TMW will be working towards an Orchid now, I would believe, and Illidan picking up his drums in the meantime. And we should take a look at the net worth rather.
double damage.
Bane can be harassed by these birds. One bird does go down as double damage from FNG, certainly proving strong. Those birds really, I can't believe, survive 3 hits from the Bane if he has double damage. Don't survive that well. Also very, very little armor at level 1. So Shadowfiend gonna start farming up the woods as he can. Very good flash farmer. Gives him a really great comeback potential. Now Illidan farming up his top lane, gonna go on the Luna. Luna. Rage from Illidan, and now Illidan could be in a bit of trouble here. Does pop a drum charge, and stun from the bird gonna miss, so Illidan gonna get out of here unscathed. TV reaction in from Dread, not even gonna matter. And even just still staying lane, maybe trying to look up to soak some more XP. Sure, if you continue to far up in the woods now. Getting near to max souls once again. I believe max souls is 36 level 4. Just up 2 points his ultimate now, so essentially maybe going to be de-warded. And F-God still level 5 actually. Had he had level 6 here, this Storm Spirit might be playing a lot further back than he is, but now level 6, so Storm Spirit has to play very, very carefully, of course. Now Illidan, push comes out on top. He can't really contest. Medallion on him even. As I do believe Dread picked up that medallion now. Yes, indeed he has. Now, Frostbite onto Shacklow. Shacklow's going to get it out of here as doesn't want to walk past the Warden, is slowed immensely with the Gale and with the Poison Sting. Those two do stack, and now BKB up on Luna. He's going to get in that early BKB. Not going to matter if she does get Fiend's Grip though, so gotta be careful still with that. That's one of the reasons why Bane is such a good pickup, but Illidan walking in just denying that tower. Illidan going to be able to get out of here though. Has just enough life and indeed makes it out. This mid tower now taking a lot of damage from ZXC, so not able to contest this tower as TMW is a bit scared because this Bane still is in the lane. Or at least he thinks he is, because he hasn't seen any other lane. The bottom tower also now taking lots of damage from the Plague Lords. And Storm Spirit denying the mid tower. ZXC popping an invis, and should this Bane come up in lane? Yeah, Fiend's Grip, and now ZXC gonna ult right on top of him. Just gonna be blown up is the Storm Spirit. ZXC getting an easy kill with that Fiend's Grip as well as the impressive ultimate. As Shacklow now on the bottom lane. CT gonna go down here for free, and this tower gonna be attempted to be denied by Shacklow and Nexus, and denied by Shacklow, so well done by them. Cleaning up that tower. 2 denies, mid tower as well as the bottom tower. Storm Spirit and Shacklow doing work. As the top tower was denied by Illidan there earlier on. So yeah, now taking a look at the net worth, you can see that both of PR's quote-unquote carries in the Lifestealer and the Shadowfiend are very farmed up. And really not until you drop another 2,500 gold, you're not going to find Storm Spirit until you're all the way down there. So both Illidan and ZXC getting onto a very good start here. Well, they're now going to be working towards an armlet. You can start harassing this tower down top as well, so may see a rotation up here sometime soon as well to try and take out this last tier 1. And maybe chip on some other towers from there, but they're not a really push-oriented sort of lineup. They're more of a, hey, let's take team fights, you know, sort of thing. It's now Shacklow in lane. Does have hook. We haven't seen any hooks from him just yet, but I doubt he would hook onto Illidan. He would chew him apart for sure. As now Nexus and Dread going to push out in this bottom lane, but 4 here for PR. That Sharpie now very scary as he just completed his BKB. You don't want to fight into that. Ultimate up for him in 10 seconds, so timing for PR is good here. See ult up from Bane now up as well, and Dread maybe in a bit of trouble here. Rewards. And Sharpie clearing the creep wave. So 4 here for either team in the bottom lane. If I were to relax here, I really wouldn't try to take the team fight though, as ZXC can be forced to take a BKB charge. That's a 10-second BKB charge. Not going to get anything for it just yet, as the rest of the team is behind him. Slows under Dread, however. And Ray's going to miss. Relaxing to get out of here safely. BKB now off. J4 going to be in a bit of trouble. And ZXC ulting really out of position, however, TMW now eating a lot of damage. Fiend's Grip onto the Bad. And now Shadowfiend dying once again from the Luna ultimate. Luna ulting in and getting 2 there, 3 now on FNG, and it seems very much just going to teleport out. So Relax getting sort of a comeback kind of win there. The Abaddon and the Clockwork ever did fall. Clockwork did expend his ultimate, I'm not sure. Oh, actually died in the top lane to his Illidan, I'd assume. So Clockwork missed playing there. As I said, didn't want to get caged with Illidan, so Abaddon really just being the only casualty on the bottom lane. For the 3 kills on PR. Abaddon, of course, was saving the Storm Spirit as well as the Luna, I believe it was. Yeah, and the Visage, but really, I think it came down to ZXC popping the VKB at the wrong time. Storm just zipped in to kind of make him pop it, and it worked. And he zipped right back out, and after the 10-second cooldown was off, ZXC was basically defenseless. And Luna ulted in, pretty much destroyed him. And then it was over from there. Once you don't have the Shadow Fiend, that's the hero you have all your farm on. Illidan's in the top lane trying to take down Shacklo, but just not be able to do anything without him. I don't even believe that CT ulted during the fight, so PR botching that team fight per se. Luna ult is strong, but it's not that strong. It's not strong enough that you lose 3 heroes just to Luna ult. It's not something that works like that.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
So Zixi looking to get Maxwell's once again, and the Russian attempt comes out from Relax. Relax may not be able to take this though. They don't really have too much damage they can put out. I mean, they do have Luna, but Luna just sitting on a Yasha now, and no lifesteal, so again, tough for them to contest. TMW working still towards that Orchid. Has 1 Oblivion Staff as of right now, and nothing else really much. Should just summon Medallion, and Shacklo now finishing up his 4 staff, so getting there with the items he needs. And diluted now. Armlet up on him, as well as another 2,800 gold, so maybe a Basher into a Greater Basher could be the decision, as he will need lockdown on the Storm Spirit, as well as needs to get stuns on the Bane and those kind of heroes. And also can't get the Greater Basher and work towards stunning. Oh, no, never mind. We'll still work on stunning Luna through her BKB. So yeah, Basher now up on him, so could see the Greater Basher coming out sometime eventually, but may go, of course, for the Assault Kuros first, as PR does have negative armor already on the Shadow Fiend. So now Elden, 2 versus 1 on the spot lane, gonna walk in and farm anyway. Not too scared of TMW as well as Valerie. Really Illidan not too involved right now. 2-0-0, so gotten 2 solo kills, I believe. And now Basher in his inventory, and ZXC picking up the Blink Dagger, so gonna go really aggressive. Like gonna do the Shadow Fiend Lifestealer Bomb kind of thing. And now Illidan gonna go on TMW. TMW gonna make it away, however, and Ridge from Illidan pops. So Illidan gonna have to look to back off here. As Abaddon as well as Clockwork, both here, and could certainly tear him apart without that rage up. But of course, gonna be up in 5 seconds. Gonna be fine in that regard. And yeah, both teams not playing too aggressively right now. Could see rotation shot on top now by Relax. Indeed we are. As Illidan sees them, and hook misses from Shacklo, just barely juked. Cogs in the force Illidan out, not gonna be able to catch him either, so Shacklo missing those 2 skills there, even with the 4 staff. It's now Shadow Fiend. Smoke up from him. They're not in the Roshan pin anymore. Blinks right into Roshan, and Relax just gonna back off. They are very scared right now. They don't have the Clockwork Quick for initiation either. I do believe they may have seen the edge of that smoke, as the smoke was on this hill right here, I believe. So both sides playing very safely around this Roshan pit, though. So they're just going to farm up in the woods in the meantime. They will need their ultimate, though, if they want to win a team fight.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And PR may look to engage just on TMW. This Lifestealer has been infested in ZXC for quite a long time now. And Illidan just uninfests. No fight gonna happen here. Illidan gonna go farm top now. Now zip in from Storm onto CT, as I believe they saw that uninfest, and CT now gonna fall. ZXC gonna go right into TMW though, and BKB pop from him. Raise, and now ultimate pop. Shacklo not getting the hook off in time, and one last brain sap gonna kill him there. And now Luna pops the BKB as well as her ultimate, and gonna get an easy kill on Crystal Maiden, but nobody else. So ultimate for Crystal Maiden, yeah, definitely worth it. And now Illidan goes on the chase. However, silence up by TMW. TMW silencing the wrong person though. Should have gone for FNG there. As FNG Fiend's grip and gets the kill indeed. So now Illidan onto Nexus. Nexus in a bit of trouble, bashed up. And now the right click coming out. Oh, heals up from Valerie. Valerie saving the Luna there. Well done by him, and gonna pay with his life. The broad time not gonna be enough, and 3 kills there for Power Rangers. That's just the Crystal Maiden dying. Actually, as well as the Venomancer. So losing 2 supports there, but they killed the Storm Spirit, they killed the Abaddon, and they also killed the Clockwork, I believe it was. Yeah. So, PR getting 3 kills in the mid lane for the 2 supports they had. And yeah. So, gold in PR's favor, about 5,000 at this point in the game, and experience now spiking in PR's favor. Gonna hit nearly 3,000 by the time the trend stops. And yeah, so gonna open those kills. Have our 7-point kills as far as experience goes. Luna on top of that board, 6-0-2. So that death that she prevented on the bottom lane certainly saved her a lot of pain. And not gonna have that first death in the game just yet. ZXC 4-2-3 and TMW 4-3-0, or 4-3-3 rather. As both very active mid laners, of course. And Lifestealer sitting at 4 as we have an engagement on the mid lane. Ready gonna fall here. Illidan snagging up another kill there. 4-0-1 on him now. Look at that worth. He's starting to get past Luna. Gonna work towards the Greater Basha for sure, it seems. And ZXC now. Got a bit of a tussle with TMW. TMW now has enough mana to zip out, really, but is he going to? Not just yet. And hook from Clockwork misses on what he was looking for. And now Nexus gone upon here by Illidan as we have another fight with rather. ZXC picking off the Storm Spirit in the back lanes. And now ZXC getting blown up by the Storm Spirit. Now, oh jeez. Shadow Fiend just killing the Storm Spirit for a second time as Storm Spirit dives on him. And the Shadow Fiend ult just making him explode. Now J4 in trouble. As the Abaddon goes down on the back lines to the Lifestealer. Now CT gonna get blown up by the Luna ult, and now Illidan rotating back in. Not gonna get the Luna on in time, and they know it's the real, not the real one, right? Yeah. Bird's slown, but of course birds are magic immune, so it doesn't matter there.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And really spread apart fight that game. Both teams really just trying to kill the supports, but the big kills really were the Shadow Fiend and the Storm Spirit, who died right next to each other in this lane. Storm Spirit buying back, zipping in, and dying a second time to the Shadow Fiend discharge of souls when he dies. So, yeah. Storm Spirit not too good against Shadow Fiend when he doesn't have enough life like that. So you did see he did get blown up instantly by the Shadow Fiend ultimate. Oh boy, and of course did spend the bag back there, so looking at the net worth, you can really see Shadow Fiend or Storm Spirit lagging behind. Has less farm than that Venomancer that fed 4 times on the bottom lane, or top lane rather. So PR starting to get a bit of advantage as the Shadow Fiend and the Lifestealer just matching the farm of Luna pretty much, and having 2 carries with that much farm versus the 1 carry that Relax has, gonna be a much better situation. So now no towers still exchange except for that. No towers exchange for the time being. Ill did get that top tower ages ago. The CT now pushing at the top lane, and Roshan attempt finally coming out here from Relax, but I do believe it was spotted by PR, so spin from TMW onto ZXC. ZXC BKB gonna be popped by him, and zip power instantly from TMW. And BKB now ward off. Down to 6-second charges now, pretty early on. And now CT caught up position here. No ult from him just yet. And zip in from Storm Orchid and kill onto the Venomancer. So teamfight potential just goes the slightest bit down for PR with that Venomancer down. Venomancer not being able to discharge it all at the time. And now Illidan with an Abyssal Blade, so that Storm Support or that Luna could be feeling the hurt sometime soon. As the Abyssal Blade does go through BKB, does give him a free 2-second stun, and smoke out of the Roshan pit. Relax looking for kills now. But all of PR are going to head towards the top lane to disperse. ZXC going to go to the Ancients. 3,200 gold on him, so be interesting to see what he builds. Could see maybe an early Satanic, maybe. Could see, of course, crit. Illidan now, Silent Stop. TMW. Gonna be chewed apart here as hooking out from Shackle. Illidan gonna be in lots of trouble. That's his first test of the game. Mega kill streak and 700 gold into Luna's pockets. So Luna getting a lot of farm here. Now sitting on 3,200 gold. Already has the Manta now. Could certainly work towards the Butterfly and doesn't have enough for the Eagle Song itself right now. It's not what you want if you are Illidan. Caught out farming is not something that's good. Now the push gonna come out here from Relax on this top lane. And a Relax someone coming in this game, and Bane dying on the bottom lane to TMW. I did have a region, didn't even get hit there to have that break, so. Now Valerie taking a tower, popping the borrowed time for that. Easy push. Meantime, Relax gets the tower on the bottom. TMW picking that up. So catching up on towers now and zipping onto J4 here. J4 gonna fall. Relax, I believe, spotted that maybe with this ward. Yeah, probably. So team getting 2 easy kills on supports down here, as Illidan also picked off in the Radiant Woods, or Dire Woods rather. So now that's where CT is farming. So PR falling apart, it seems now. Just not playing with the cohesion you usually see them play with, and that as the Dire Courier falls to the Plague Wards. Rest in peace, little buddy. As did have the point booster of someone in that of Shacklo, so Shacklo not gonna get that Magnums up. Does have 2,000 gold, so only need another 1,000 to complete it. Now FNG gonna look for a Fiend's Grip on to Storm Spear here, but there's a ward for Relax if they do know he's up here, and Force Staff not gonna be enough for FNG to get in range, so no free kill in the Storm Spear for him. So now Shadow Fiend just buying a Mantis, or an entire Manta straight up. Zelda now has the Abyssal, 800 gold on top of that as well, but really the Luna now is starting to separate herself and is on top. Picks up the Eagle Song and now has enough. Oh, hold on. Ult from the Shadow Fiend gonna come out, as well as the Infest from Lifestealer. Now grip onto Nexus. Nexus gonna fall. Valerie denies himself. Kills Bane in the meantime. TMW however gonna fall here to the Lifestealer. Now Lifestealer doing work on Dread. Dread gonna fall. Illidan now gonna kill the Familiars. Howard right clicks too much from that, and the only people alive are the Clockwork. He made it out just barely. I assume he was dotted up from CT, and this Familiar gonna fall here as well. So 4 for 4 in the mid lane. Absolute carnage. It was really tough to see what's going on there. But I believe it was Luna ult into Storm Spirit zipping in the Abaddon, of course, throwing out the heals, but managed to end up dying after that from the Lifestealer. But the Visage cleaned up Shadow Fiend. The Shadow Fiend expended his souls a second time after the first ultimate, and essentially did a lot of damage for Relax, who were all in the nearby vicinity. But of course, Storm Spirit got out of there. Bane again did get the Fiend's Grip onto Luna, who did die. So yeah. Although did die twice there too, as she did have the Aegis before that, so no more Aegis on her, and her first death as well. 9, 1, and 6 on her. Let's take another look at the kills. 9, 1, and 6. Again, just very impressive at this point in the game. especially as a carry at this point, you're really not going to see too many more deaths on her unless she gets focused on by PR very strongly, as Stormspirit gets a kill onto Venomancer in the woods. PR support's going to start playing much more carefully as now ZXC chasing TMW. TMW can be able to zip out of here over, so yeah, going to be fine. So ZXC not going to chase any further. Anyway, we'll be in for another long game. As PR losing their advantage in gold, nearly 2,500 now, probably 1/3 of what it was before, and experience wasn't their favorite by nearly 5,000, dropped to 0, went up a bit, but now trending back towards the 0 mark. And both sides gonna chill for the time being until we see another huge team fight break out. And really, I think that PR should have all the advantage in this team fights, but Relax managing actually to hold on very well in terms of that. Luna has her ultimate, and the hooks in from Clockwork also help out. Of course, the Storm can pick off the supports on the edges of the fights, and the Baron can throw out the heals. So Relax has a decent team fight kind of sort of lineup, but PR, of course, do have the Bane in the Fiend's Grip, which really disable one of Relax's heroes, so it takes out one of the equation. Can suddenly scare or make that Storm Spirit go away, and the supports for PR just stay alive until Luna kills him. Do have the Crystal Maiden ult, but really haven't seen that yet. No, not too much survivability on the Crystal Maiden. Zip in now. Zip from TMW. Just gonna farm up a bit, but the Crystal Maiden, of course, not tanky enough at all. Only has 1,000 life. Very, very low at this stage in the game. Lots of things that can kill it pretty easily. It's now push coming out mid from PR. Teleport reactions coming in from Relax, and TMW popping in Invis as he teleports out. So I'm not gonna always hear just yet. And ZXC has his BKB ready as well as the ultimate. And Luna managing to deny that tower. It does have hefty amount of right click damage herself. Not as much as Shadow Fiend, but still a lot. And now hooking from TMW or Shacklo onto L. L now nightmared up, and Ilden gonna fall here. Now Luna, or TMW rather, Fiend's gripped up, and Luna all coming in. ZXC falling very low here, however. Gonna die to the Luna, and now hooking from Shacklo onto the Crystal Maiden. Crystal Maiden actually gonna fall to one on the side click from the Luna, and 3 down in the mid lane for PR. So Relax, only losing the Storm Spirit there, who I believe was Fiend's gripped up by the Bane and did indeed fall. So Shadow Fiend just not being able to survive that fight. Did get the ult off, and then I believe was hooked upon. No, was not hooked upon by Shacklo, but just couldn't handle the right click damage from Nexus, as it does just bounce out to that throughout the entire team fight. So even if thinks you're not focusing here, now FGOD actually brains up onto Shacklo, and FGOD are gonna fall here. So FNG feeding the enemy team, and Relax seemingly an advantage in this game 1, and gonna see if they can force any buybacks out from PRs. They do have the Shadow Fiend buyback as well as the Lifestealer buyback, but not comfortable buying back just yet. Gale hitting on everything there from CT, but Ken not enough. I'd have to say this is nearly GG for PR, as neither heroes bought back, so presumably okay with losing these, and J4 getting a cheek denied onto his own barracks. Okay. Not bad picking up a Ghost Scepter. Has the mechanism as well. Dread Ghost Scepter and Medallion. TMW. Towards a Lincoln's. Not sure. That really just helped with the Bane. Nothing else much more. Maybe the slow from Lifestealer as well, but if they want him dead, they'll get him dead, as the Abyssal not blocked by Lincoln's at all. Does go through everything. And of course Shacklo does the Aghanim's now as well as a Force Staff. And the Luna carry for Relax. Working towards a Helm Dominator, probably into a Satanic, I would believe. So BKB charge, starting at that point in the game where they're getting extremely low. 5-second charge on Luna. And actually Bane picking up BKB. 8 seconds left on his BKB, and really the Shadow Fiend should have the lowest BKB charge here, as he has been popping it pretty frequently. Yep, he's on those 4-second charges now, so could maybe look towards picking up a new BKB But of course, and just Satanic straight up purchased on Luna. So now extremely farmed. Starting to eclipse net worth of Lifestealer and the Shadow Fiend. So Relax really looking strong here now. Coming back from that deficit they had in the mid game and early game rather. So we're reaching late mid game into the late game now, and Luna just of course showing her potency in this portion of the game. Relax very much ahead in experience now. Gold somewhat in their favor as well. The towers are now in their favor. But it's more based on farm at this point in the game than the towers. Towers not meaning too much. Do have a lot of the supports though. Is Roshan not going to be up for another 10 seconds though? So almost up for them, and smoke up and Relax. Not going to be swept up by PR. PR has no wards up right now. Just a bunch of sentries. Now Hex complete on CT, so all that Venomance are actually getting some decent farm on him, it seems. Well, actually not really decent, I think, because that's all he has. That 4 staff and some Tranquils. Now the Roshan attempt comes out from Relax. Next is going to get an easy Roshan here, so has what I would call 3 lives here. You have the Aegis, then you have pop the BKB and pop the Satanic, and you gain up all that life back straight away, as Satanic ability, of course, is 175% lifesteal for 3.5 seconds. So that just gives you so much life back so quickly, as now PR in this mid lane, but just defending the push it seems, and this bottom tower going to go down very quickly. So PR falling apart again in this late game. In this mid game after these team fights that they've really taken poorly. So now next is going to go on the high ground, does the Aegis, so not going to care too much about any sort of tower damage or damage he takes from chip damage. And this bottom tower going to go down. No contest from PR just yet, as the Infestor now lifesteals, or Lifesteal now infest in the Shadow Fiend. Shadow Fiend blinking ultimate. And no hook in time, and Nexus now, Fiend's gripped up, pops the BKB beforehand, now TMW going to go on J4. However, in the meantime, Nexus falling, Aegis popped, and now ZXC getting mighty low, dies to Familiars there, and dies back instantly. TMW falling very low here as well, and hook from Shackle going to miss on L there, or Illidan rather. Now Nexus going to fall here maybe a second time, stunned up from L, or Illidan now, by the Abyssal Blade, or just by a bash, and not being able to pop, or already popped his Satanic rather, and just didn't heal him up enough, so Melerak's getting very low here, and PR defending the push with, I believe, buybacks from Shadow Fiend, and not the Lifesteal. Lifesteal lived that one out. Head back to base to heal, and still alive. Is becoming the Bash Lord now, as he has the Abyssal Blade as well as an MKB, so Bash is galore going to be on Illidan and ZXC. And see Demon Edge that for some reason is oddly miscolored. Now Relax. Do they have buyback on the Luna? Yes, so should they want to defend this Rex with Luna, they do have her. But Relax losing on that team fight pretty heavily. They did lose the Clockwork, the Luna, and the Bad, but I'm not 100% sure. Now PR going to push the mid tower, and Fortify coming out from Relax. Hope they can last 10 seconds here, as the Storm Spirit will be alive at that point, and Navarre running in, popping the Burrow time. L, however, going to go on him right after that ends, and force stepped out by Shacklo. Shacklo now. Mid tower going down, and Soul Assumption on to Illidan. We're just going to back off here as Storm Spirit now back alive, and Luna back up alive very quickly after him. So Relax only losing a mid tier 3 tower for that fight, and both Rax here on this bottom lane very low. Range Rax, of course, has no regen, so it has backdoor protection though, so because now PR may look to take a fight mid here, as Relax certainly would be expecting it. And Luna going for the infest at a Lifestealer, not gonna get for another minute though, as always could blink in ZXC, and ZXC just blinks on top of him. The next is gonna find a haste in this bottom room, and it seems gonna be a push coming out here from Relax on this bottom tower. PR out of position for this really. It may need to rotate back to the base very quickly, but no teleport on Lifestealer, no teleport on the Venomancer. And J4 no teleport as well. So we're gonna have to rotate down to this bottom lane as quickly as I can. There's no teleports on them. So that's how, yes, continuing to push the bottom lane. In last hits, Luna just 370 on her, but Shadow Fiend as well as Lifestealer pretty close behind, only 70 behind. Easy to catch up at this point in the game with the amount of creeps there are, but net worth 6,000 in Luna's favor. Shadow Fiend starting to fall behind. Now Nexus. Gonna throw the illusions on there, and they're gonna go right into the racks and hooking from Shackle onto ZXC to ZXC. He's zipping from TMW now. Vortex in, and now Illidan stuck on the cogs. Relax gonna back off here as just doing a bit of damage to ZXC as well as scaring Illidan just the slightest bit. Rage popped on him even. And the bottom rack's gonna go down here. Melee down and range down, and Relax gonna back off here seemingly as ZXC is now infested with the Lifestealer, and yeah, Relax gonna back off for sure. So Valor actually gonna be caught out here with a Nightmare, and no, Relax, don't do it now. Hook ban to ZXC. ZXC gonna die here. No ult expended from him. Shock gonna fall in the meantime. FNG gonna get a Fiend's Grip onto Nexus. Nexus gonna be chewed apart by Illidan here. Gonna pop the Satanic though, just gain back that life oh so quickly, and now Illidan gonna fall here as well. CT rather falling. Buyback from Illidan instantly. Visage cleaning up the Crystal Maiden, and Storm Spirit killing the Venomancer. So GG gonna come out from PR here, and just not being able to take it in that mid game. Lost their advantage very quickly as Illidan goes and gets a double kill, and GG already called, however, so not gonna matter. Killed the Luna and the Abad, but PR giving up, of course. So Relax losing this game went out to PR. No, other way around. PR losing this game out to Relax, as PR really had a majority of the game, but just couldn't take the team fights too well and ended up losing. So, but yeah, the Luna is proving out to be too strong, and the Storm Spirit bouncing back from that miserable early game start. So, and yeah. Anyway, thank you for watching this game 1 of PR versus Relax. This has been Frouwo casting. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, share, like, subscribe, all that neat stuff. If you didn't like it, I always appreciate constructive criticism. And of course, I can be contacted via Twitter, via YouTube, via Twitch with all that information, and I'll work on it if you give me it. So, yeah, thanks again for watching. This has been Frouwo, and I will see you guys in game 2. Of course, in the meantime, have a nice day, and I'll see you guys later.